Hi Cancer, here is a general look at your solar chart for November 2016. It's always good when the sun's in another water sign, and until the 22nd there's a brighter, more empowering vibration around that can manifest as more opportunities to play, to learn a hobby, to have a party, to fall madly in love, to enjoy yourself in a spontaneous kind of way with children, pets, whoever, and just participate in activities you get a lot out of. So it might not be any of those things. It might be some sort of project you're working on, which is quite hard work, but you're getting a lot out of it. And also Mercury's in there until the 13th. And that's just this very innovative sector of your solar chart, and you can be playing around with ideas and speculating maybe about a project, maybe about some kind of investment as well, or affairs of children, animals and the like. And then from the 13th, Mercury is focusing your mind more on the practical aspects of life. This will be you thinking thoughts turning around repairs, maintenance, health matters, your own, somebody else's, service providers, health providers, possibly. But practical advice there, either from you or to you, is more likely. And over the 23rd to the 25th, Saturn is over Mercury. That can mean quite serious advice, maybe. Serious, no. Maybe, difficult to get your head around. That's what I meant. Advice, mental pressure, or more responsibilities, deadlines, delays, communications equipment, vehicles, travel, transport. All of this might be more on your mind and might present a challenge or two. However, having said that, at the same time, over the last 10 days of the month, there's going to be expansive Jupiter going across the degree of Saturn. And that means that you can, even though you've got to be maybe patient and disciplined, or take on more, your horizons are going to be broadening. You'll be learning something new. You'll be growing something in some sort of way. And an important teacher or teaching could be coming your way, or somebody could see you as the teacher or teaching that's coming their way. Yeah, and then we have Venus in a practical mood up until the 12th. So Venus and no, they're not there at the same time. So Venus is in a practical mood up until the 12th, and Mercury's in a playful mood. So maybe, it's creative type work, innovative type practical thinking could be going on here. And you could be learning skills, which is quite fun to do. But also this area is about running repairs. However, because it's Venus, you could feel as though the load's being shared, or at least you're dealing with somebody who's friendly and the interaction is pleasant. Even if the problem isn't totally resolved, it was nice to meet them, sort of thing, and this, yeah. And then we have Venus moving from the 12th, and she goes into her own place. So she'll be very strong coming out of that place, which is the 7th house, and that's where affairs of the heart are favored. So maybe this person that you met whilst you were trying to change a tire on the motorway or the highway, maybe you have a date, or become friends or whatever. And you and someone could be feeling close rapport. You feel as though you click. This is more likely with Venus here, or if it's a business type situation, again, this can be helpful because it oils the wheels. Now, in the last week, this is just a little thing here to mention, that we will have Venus and Pluto together by degree. And so there could be more intensity there, deeper questioning going on, and more involvement, more emotional maybe involvement, or more things riding on whatever is happening, either through the relationship or regarding money or property. or something indirectly related, but something could be bugging you, and you know that a button could get pushed, or indeed you're doing that, either consciously or unconsciously. You're doing that. Could be a bit of a power struggle going on there, but it is very brief, and the energy is cleared quite quickly. So, but the thing with Pluto is that often we have to concede something, so that then it's almost like the magic combination, having conceded or having compromised the magic combination is that, and once that is offered, the doors just open, and then there's a kind of a breakthrough and a sort of a green light for going forwards. And now, until the 9th, Mars is in your opposite sign, and that's good. It can mean that there's lots going on, personally or professionally with another, likely to be more dynamic. Decisions need to be made jointly or about the other, or from the other to you, or maybe you know, you have got your act together, so you are working in a productive, organized kind of a way with each other. I'm only saying it like that because Pluto has got this urge all the time to be out front, can be hasty, wants to make decisions quickly, and maybe the other, you know, isn't in that same sort of a mood. So anyway, just be aware of that. And once again, you know, here, try to keep things on an even keel, because, you know, then whether it's a new relationship or an older relationship, you know, you want to keep your powder dry a little bit with this, because Mars is what I was talking about. Mars can be quite explosive, or just, you know, can fly off the handle, or just you know, doesn't look before it leaps, and that might be somebody towards you, you see, as well, because it works both ways. Now, so that was going on for a lot of October, and then and after the 9th, we have Mars in the sector of your solar chart, clearing the decks for new beginnings. So it's a slower energy, it's a more introspective, deeper energy, and that might mean that you know, you're more sensitive, but it's a great time to let go of stuff, to have a declutter, to have a detox, to have a rethink, have a renewal, or it can help a recovery of some kind, or a resuscitation, or anything with re on the front, really. That had re on the front, but yeah, that would fit as well. So you know, it might not be love actually, it might be love really, or whatever it is. And I do waste a lot of time with this speculating, but it's about a transitional phase, this. All right, so from the 9th, where Mars is a transitional phase, and as you go through this transition, you will have to concede something, but you feel sensitive as you go. So, but you have to be more secretive, be more confidential, maybe consult with somebody in a confidential way, or somebody comes to you with their secret or their confidences. So, and another way it can work is it can be quite sizzly with somebody else as well. You know, you really, really feel that chemistry. That's the word I was looking for. Now, Saturn is in your area of the job, health matters, and all manner of practical tasks for quite a long time to come. That's December 2017. And keeping ahead of the game with kind of running repairs, keeping things organized, managed as best you can, having to deal with people who do practical things for you, like mechanics or agents, or you know, health provider type people, alternative and mainstream, of course. And you will learn a lot, but also you will have to work harder, and maybe even be stuck, because that's the thing about Saturn, it can get us stuck somewhere, so that we really, you know, for all eternity learn that we don't want to do that again. We don't want to end up in that situation where we have to do this again. So the greatest teacher of the zodiac, Saturn is, gets us so nose to the grindstone with something, whether it's a health matter or a job or a methodology or certain chores that one has sort of painted oneself into a corner with the stuckness, and then we reach, because we have to be so limited and so up against the wall that we reach for a means of escape. And that means of escape can be, in an incremental, gradual way over a long period of time. It's likely to be with Saturn. However, the joy that we discover because we are doing something other than the thing that we got stuck with, and we're experiencing other than the thing we got stuck with. But why would we bother if we hadn't got stuck? Because we're in this constantly evolving creative universe, and we as creatures, we are its creature. We have to evolve and create. That is what we are, made of star stuff, and we evolve and create. But we're in this dimension of dualism, so we do it by, stuck, free, all the way along, and the free then becomes the stuck. And it's like steps. Now you can say, well, not always the free becomes the stuck. It depends on what free we're talking about here. But I don't want to waste too much time with this, just food for thought, just my little brain buzzing around. You Cancerians born, excuse me for that, the 4th to the 9th of July, with 13 to 18 degrees rising, going to feel that energy the most. I crave your indulgence here. And Jupiter on Pluto, well, I just mentioned Jupiter has now gone into the root of your chart, even though it's technically not a brilliant angle to your sun sign. It probably is at a brilliant angle to one of your planets, but we don't know about that when we're doing this type of astrology. So Jupiter's at the root of your chart, and it's highlighting expansion related to your place on the map. It's likely over this 12 months that you will start to feel more harmonious within, that you'll start to feel as though you're really getting somewhere with a property or a location or a relationship or the family. You will just start to feel, it will feel as though it's getting into more balance, and you're learning and growing through it. So I always like this position at the root of the chart for Jupiter for some reason. It always makes me feel like you're getting more space. You could be literally getting more space. It's a good time to move. It's a good time to add a shed or an annex, or just make the space less cluttered, so you feel like you've got more space, or indeed more people coming into the space, sharing the space with more people who have got different worlds that you can learn from, whatever it is. But it tends to be quite a nice position for Jupiter, and there could be a newcomer in the family as well, anything like that. Now, you Cancerians born the 1st to the 9th of July with 10 to 18 degrees rising, going to feel that energy the most. And Cancerians born the I must mention Jupiter and Pluto come close together in the second half of November, and that might mean that you have to be more intuitive, or you've got to be more sensitive. You're evaluating, you're assessing, you're weighing up, you're reading between the lines, but you are coming down on the side of what really matters now. It's not about the paraphernalia, it's not about the fluff, it's about what really matters now, and what do I really believe now? Who do I really believe now? So it's like a crunch. It's sort of a bit like that, I think. And you can be witness to, or indeed involved in, a battle of wills, a kind of a push me pull you situation. But try to keep your integrity and don't get obsessive, and then you'll be absolutely fine. Uranus, you Cancerians born the 12th to the 15th of July, it doesn't move a lot, but 20 to 23 degrees rising. And Pluto, you Cancerians born the 5th to the 10th of July, once again, doesn't move a lot. 14 to 17 degrees rising, and those of you, of course, with Pluto in your opposite sign, born in around that date, may be feeling there's real there is an interaction going on with another which touches you quite deeply, in some way, emotionally or materially, or both. And that's it for November. If you know your rising sign or your moon sign, listen to those, especially your moon sign. And also the material is written up on DianaGarland.com. And I will see you the next time.